do not have to be a product of your environment. If you grew up and you didn't have a lot, if you grew up and you had a lot of trauma, a lot of really bad things happen, you don't have to be the exact same person that your mom was, that your dad was, that whoever raised you was. You can actually choose to do different. I always say that I am who I am in spite of my upbringing, not because of it. And I know that I don't have the worst childhood out there, but I definitely did not have the best. And I know it's possible. And I've literally had friends tell me, like, I can't believe that that's how you grew up, when I tell them stories. And in my mind, when I'm telling them, sometimes it doesn't even like hit me that it's weird, because that was just my life. And I do get that if you had a really bad upbringing, if you grew up poor, if you grew up without a parent or parents, it makes it more difficult for you to succeed. And I totally acknowledge that, but it is possible. So if you are watching this now, and you, especially if you're young, even though it's never too late, if you are young and you're just like, how do I get out of this? How do I get out of what I'm being brought up in? Just know it's possible. You just have to set your sight on what you want out of your life and go for it. If you see people making decisions after decisions and they're ending up how you don't want to, don't make those decisions. Learn from the mistakes that you see these adults around you exhibiting. Learn from that and do different. And it's going to be hard work. I can promise you that. It is not easy to pick yourself up from nothing and make something of it, but you can do it. It is so possible. I'm here to tell you it is so possible. And you're going to be looking back in 10 years, no matter how old you are, no matter how old you are when you start this, you're going to look back in 10 years and you're going to be like, holy shit, I did that. Not them. I did that because I was the only one here, right? I was the only one pushing me to be different, to be better. And I don't know, I just feel like some people need to hear that. You do not have to be the same as who your parents were. You get to choose. That's the nice thing. And I honestly do not know what it was or when it clicked that made me realize that I wanted different than what my upbringing was. But man, am I thankful for whatever that moment was.